What is going on, guys? It is Lely2SXE and this is episode 23 of my Master League Online series. We're going to the first match of this episode, and as you can see, Mewtwo again is on a bad colour, and that's something that's really annoying me now because he never seems to be on a colour above green, so it's a bit annoying there, and I was forced to play him because everyone else was really on a bad colour in my team there. But as you can see, we're going to the first bit of action, and you've seen Yanazai get taken out quite badly and the guy goes unpunished. Chivi has a good effort there, but then an honest challenge from Chivi here, genuinely went for the ball, nothing too rash, and suddenly he gets a yellow card. I was like, that just shows the state of what PES is in right now. Even after all these updates, it still does daft things like that. And then here Lolo intercepts the pass and gets me going on a counter attack, which I give the ball to Yanazai because I knew he was going to be key to my success in this match. I wasn't going to literally give him the ball every attack because that would become too predictable, but I knew I was going to have to be deadly when I got the ball with him, and that's exactly what happened there. I knew I was going to have to seize my moments when I get the ball to Yanazai, but then here he actually tries to put a ball into the box. I knew his player wasn't going to get it regardless of what I did with Makusha, so I decided to control it and then just play my way out the back. And this is what I love about this attack. It shows my style of play really, like, at its best, almost at its best anyway. But I go forward and I don't just think I need to go forward, I need to go forward. To progress an attack, you don't always have to go forward, and that's what this attack shows. So you can see I went forward, realised there was nothing else on forward, so I went back to Mewtwo. Mewtwo did a trick, it breaks kindly for Palladino, and this is why I said almost at my best, because I expected Palladino to do a lot better there. Then he does a lovely little turn here, but it's a shame he couldn't really follow up because I really would have actually loved to see him score. Well, I'd say I love to see him score. I didn't really want him to score against me, but when you do nice little turns like that and little good moments, I love to see it just finished off. Then at the start of the second half, I faked to drive inside with Yanazai, but then I actually really did it just to buy time for Zabaleta to make his run, the overlapping run, and get him some space, which I did, but then Makakula was offside when I put it in the back of the net. Then here I don't understand why Makakula actually trips over nothing, because the guy gets the tiniest touch on the ball, and he doesn't actually touch Makakula, and Makakula trips over nothing, but Mewtwo finds him and he puts a lovely finish into the back of the net to make it 2-0. And that what you just saw there from Yanazai, I love the way he just gets past players there. I know he didn't get past the second player, but I love the way he gets past the first one. He does it with so much ease, he does it so often as well. And then you saw him there, unfortunately, put it in the back of his own net. We know it's PES, I'm sure he meant to clear that, but for some weird reason PES says you have to take an extra touch when you don't really want to. And then he actually caught me out because he hadn't really done that all match, and he made it 3-1. Then here I look for Yanazai over the top, but then as soon as I play the pass he holds his run, but then luckily he wins it back, and some really poor goalkeeping here leaves Yanazai an empty net to make it 4-1, and that's how it ends. So you can see I end up rolling this guy quite comfortably. But then the next match, if it had gone through and I actually had anything going, then this would have been a really tough match. I was up against a tough opponent and he had a much stronger team than me. Look at his squad list, it'll be popping up any second now, but look at that, it would have been a really interesting match. But before anything got going, and I really feel for this guy here, because for all I know he could have been on a 9-10 win streak with that sort of squad as well, but it doesn't make me feel any better getting points like that, because I've had so many times where I've got 600 points for one match and suddenly I get disconnected midway through the match. So I'm not happy because I'm got a slight bit of justification there that I've lost out on so many points like that, but then I wouldn't want it to happen to anyone else because it's just a really horrible feeling to get. So yeah, I end up getting close to 500 points by absolutely doing nothing, but I've probably been robbed of about 4,000 to 5,000, and that's not even an exaggeration. But now we're going to the third match of this episode, and as you can see I'm up against a stronger team again, but nowhere near as strong as what I actually faced before, but it's still a lot stronger than mine. But the opponent wasn't that good either, like he wasn't nowhere near on that other guy's level, but he actually does get off to a really strong start here as he gets the ball to Ozil. Ozil started off the move and Ozil chests it down and finishes it off. So he gets off to a great start, but it doesn't really take long for me to get back because I knew this guy was going to be doing this through ball spam over the top. So I gave him one back almost immediately. Well, no, it was an immediate attack back straight away because Palladino with a lovely little finish over the keeper to make it 1-1. And then it didn't really take long for me to get ahead as well in this match. He actually thought he had me covered here. I knew that's what he was doing when he was going around with Clichy. So I decided to slow myself down and then bring it back. All the ideas I was doing here, but with my passing was actually right, but the execution was poor. But I still get a bit lucky here with Makakula getting there just before the keeper, and then there was nothing lucky about it this here. Well, I say nothing lucky, but this was just pure garbage from first him throwing it out and then PES just being PES and the goalkeeper doing nothing to actually stop the goal there. So I end up walking it into the back of the net to make it 3-1, and then just before the end of the half Makakula breaks free, gets into the box, acres the space, he opens his body up, and just like you lot, I thought it went in as well, but it stays 3-1 at half time. And I thought with the squad this guy's got, that could be a costly miss. But as you can see, I'm actually playing a bit counter-attacking style here. I couldn't really go gung-ho with him there, but I did well to do what I was doing. and then right at the start of the second half he gets a bit lucky here. That save could have gone anywhere, but ends up breaking kindly to him and he puts it into the back of an empty net. And then the game kind of slowed down in the second half, and the next chance came just before 70 minutes as Pogba forces a good save there. But then Lolo here wins the ball high up the pitch, and then a lucky break here comes to Barkley, and then he makes the mistake of sliding in too early here, which then I thought, okay, you know what, I'll just drive into the box. I fake a pass out wide, and then I force a good save from the keeper. Janza gets to the rebound and makes it 4-2. So it ends 4-2, and that's the end of this episode, guys. But before I go, I just want to say that I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on my PES Master League Online series, because for some weird reason, especially since after the update, I just can't seem to finish my matches anymore. Not the fact that I'm quitting or anything, because I never ever quit a match in my life, but the fact that I keep losing connection to the Konami servers. No other games of mine have problems playing online, but just this morning I had 4 matches in a row where they all ended in disconnection. 2 of them I was winning quite comfortably, one of them I think it was a draw, and the other one I might have been losing, or I don't quite remember if that one started, but I remembered that, you know, 4 games in a row I basically lost points and rating and everything, and you know, I was getting robbed of about 2,000-3,000 points just in them 4 matches. So it's getting really frustrating, and I do PES YouTube videos because it's a passion for me. I enjoy doing it, I enjoy interacting with the community and all you guys in the comment section. But when I'm doing this and it becomes more of a, you know, heartache for me rather than a joy, then I don't know if I should really be carrying on doing this at the moment. Maybe I might just give it a few days off and see how it plays after a few more days. I wouldn't stop doing PES YouTube videos, it just means I won't be doing Master League Online videos. I definitely will be doing PES 15 videos if the game picks up, and Master League Online for me is probably the mode with so much potential. I enjoy the mode right now as it is, but it's got so much more potential. But Konami are shooting themselves in the foot in every possible way they can. But yeah, definitely I'm going to keep on doing PES videos. I don't know if I'm going to carry on doing Master League Online ones there. I'm going to carry on doing my Champions League when I started that a few weeks ago and I hadn't even moved off the first match, so I'm definitely going to get that going as well. But yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching.